beautiful girls. This is Aggie.
This is Karina.
This is Chris.
And today we would love to talk about how to raise kids in a different country because we have a lot of experience with that.
Yes, we do.
Too much.
Yeah, I've been raising my kids since they were born. They were born here. I'm from Peru. So it's been 17 years raising them different. What I will say is very different than back in my country. Very, very different. First of all, because I just learned how to do my own style combined with my husband's style. I have to forego what I thought it was the way to go. And we just try to find a happy medium because he tends to be more strict than I am, according to his words. And this just we do our own style.
I think you need to create your own style when even in the same country. You need to create your own style anyway as a family,
True
right?
that.
And then moving to a different country, it adds another layer of parenthood because you are raised with your husband in a completely different environment.
Yes.
You have completely different experience. You have completely different style of parenting. So I think it takes a lot of time to kind of adopt it. I mean, I've been a mom for almost 12 years and we're still adopting. Like, it's because even like going to like playing different sports. So we don't play baseball in Poland. I go and like watch it. I don't understand anything. And my husband needs to teach me.
Yeah.
Right? Like, do you have the same experience?
Yeah,
that
like
need
you
to learn
said,
things?
yes, it's something in my head too that I always hear is, for example, it is not only two cultures, it's your husband culture, your culture, and a third culture that comes from the mix of the two cultures.
The environment where
Yes,
you are.
exactly. So I think there is different factors that could affect that style of your parenting. Personally, I think it is really hard trying to find something stable that can work for all your kids. And in my household, I think sometimes my culture is more imponent than his culture because I'm kind of very strict.
I feel like maybe in the United States, the parenting styles is more like you're both partners in raising kids, while maybe for example, in Poland, my generation, because it's changing, it used to be that the father was more the head of the house and he was
Yes.
leading the house, and mom was like kind of like the maybe softer person,
nurturer.
the nurturer, exactly.
yes.
And here I think it's more like partnership, at least that's my
is.
Yes.
experience. And then when you make a decision, you talk with your partner and you make the right decision for the kid. But maybe like back in times when we were younger or different cultures, the father was always the head of the family and he was making decisions, although in our family it was a little bit opposite.
And
Every family is different.
you share responsibilities and you also share the rights, right?
Exactly.
It's
Yes.
more like
When you see that
50-50.
one is going up here, the other one has to keep it down, like with the tempers. Because I will say I'm more chill out, but if you ask my kids, they would probably say their father is more chill out with grades, with expectations. I'm very strict with grades. And in my culture, we tend to raise our voice out of the blue like this. So they're not scared of me anymore.
The
but they used
Latino
to.
power.
We have the same thing in Poland. Like, for example, when we have an argument with Poland, with my husband, like I am more vocal and
Yeah.
like more gestures and stuff like that.
Your face tells
like
everything.
Right, like exactly, like
Or the eyes,
you
the
can
power
read
of
me,
the
like you
eyes.
can read me. While
Yeah.
here it's like more reserved and like like it's different. But then I can't change it because that's the Polish culture. Like that's
Yeah.
the way you are. Like you show it.
Yeah, that happens to me too. For example, when we were talking about how was our childhood, for me was my mom was a single mom, so she was the head of the family. She makes the decisions. Everything was around her. But in my case, to adjust now for me to try to see my husband as the head of the family, as the decision taker, it took me time to try to adjust to it. But at this point, I feel that I'm working on it.
Yeah, I don't think you ever stop compromising a little bit. So I will say every time I talk to my mom or to my sisters, I feel a little bit of judgment because I let my husband take the reins. In my head, it's like I'm the last one of four, and my mom had a lot of support raising us. So my husband did it all on his own, and he went to the army right after high school. So I trust his judgment a lot, and when he's strict, I just have to let it go and think that that's for the best of the kids.
How do you guys, because all our kids are already in school, how
Yes.
do you find school comparing to Peruvian school? Is it different?
Yes.
Yes.
For me, I feel that in Peru, depends too. I was in a Catholic school, so they were very strict. They couldn't, yeah. You don't have to retake your test, retake of
Right.
that test,
Don't.
right?
Zero,
Until you
don't.
pass, right?
Your book has to be closed. Nothing in the table when you have to have a test. Only your pencil or your pen, and that's it. But in the same time, I think that helps you to push you to want more things in life.
Competitive.
Yeah.
In Peru.
In Peru, that's my
But
experience.
yes, and it has changed a lot. I take my kids to Peru almost every year, and I used to enroll them in the school there. Same, private school, not Catholic like the one I used to go. And I saw a lot of similarities now than when I was there. They have a lot more freedom, but also
Yes.
it's like the expectations. I know I'm seeing it now here because my kids, one of them is about to leave high school next year. So it's like they start talking to the kids about college since they are freshmen. And it's too much. Pump the brakes, let them leave, and I don't worry about that. But the expectations in Peru are like, what are you gonna do? What are you taking now for the 3 years that you have to go to college?
And
For
it's hard to
example,
decide when you were that age what you
no,
want to
but
do.
I think different.
You think different?
I
Yeah.
think we both are from Peru,
Yeah.
right? So for me, it's like they need that
Okay.
because at the age of 15 years old, I already knew what I wanted to be when I grew
You
up.
did?
There you
I
go. I
already knew.
didn't.
I had no
already knew.
idea.
I already.
Okay.
I had it everything because
But it's awesome.
also when you go to college in Peru, you have to finish early as soon as you can. It's usually 5 years because there is a lot of competition. As soon as you finish, the best, because companies want to hire the new people, the youngest generation.
That was shocking, and I actually really like it about American school is that, and I know it's different right now in Poland, but my generation, we had to memorize a lot of things. We had to learn by memorizing things, and I
Yes,
didn't
that's
like that
true.
because like a week later I remember half of it, and then 2 weeks later I didn't remember anything. What I see with my boys when they go to school, there's a lot of learning by different styles, like by listening, by reading, by pictures, by like, experiencing things, and I really like that because it stays in your memory longer when you have a chance to experience to do things. I think it's much better than memorizing because when you memorize, I mean, you may have a great memory, but it's usually short. You
Yeah.
don't remember things like that for 20 years, but when you experience something, when you see it, I think it's better. Like that, I like the creativity of the school then, and there's a lot of interaction also in the classes. Like I really like that.
I think it's based on the personality of the person
Right.
too.
You
how
have
the
to
person-
adjust because
Yes.
every kid is different.
Right.
So
Exactly.
you just have to have in mind that every kid is different. So you have to parent them probably different. Okay, chores. Can we talk about chores? Because she introduced me to chores. I used to spoil my kids doing
They
everything.
didn't have chores?
No, until
my
I keep
goodness.
talking to her and she was
How old
like,
are they?
now they're 15 and 17.
Okay.
I probably introduced it last year, so I was very late. They did the basics, like cut the grass, but now they're doing a lot more because she told me, and it's really teaching them
Yes.
responsibilities.
Yes,
Yeah, because then
absolutely.
you end just working yourself to the point of exhaustion and you lose your coolness.
Yep.
I don't
That's
lose it
how,
much.
on me, that's how it started because I was working, I was trying to do everything at home, cooking, cleaning. And there was a time I said, I cannot do it anymore because there's so many things to do and the day goes past by so quick. So I start giving my kids, my husband told me, tell the kids to do it. They
Tell the
won't
kids
do
to
it the
do it,
right
yeah.
way as much as you want, but they're going to try to do it and it's a help. So I start doing it and I start liking it now. So I don't do much now.
What do they do?
And they like it? Wow.
They
Basically,
don't. I do like
okay,
it.
because my kids was like,
They don't.
why do I need to do it? And I say, you live here, so you need to
Yes.
contribute.
Yes.
Like everybody lives here, not just me.
Yeah, and like you were saying, what do they do?
Yes.
For example, at this point, my oldest one is living in college, but he used to mop the floors, vacuum the floors every weekend. They have to take care of the dog. They have to take care of the dishes, and we also have a small garden that we have to all work together. And when it's snowy outside, they have to clean the snow. Little things here and there, other than cleaning the room, washing their
The
clothes.
basic,
Yeah, the
okay.
basics.
Everything helps,
Okay.
and it's a good start for the adult life. When they go to college, they will know how to take care of the
Exactly,
house.
that's the thing.
My kids love to cook, so they cook.
Oh, that's nice.
They help with cooking, and I like that a lot. But I have the younger one; he's 8, and I said the other day, Damien, you need to do dishes today. It's your chore. And Damien is like, why? I said, because every kid has chores, and your chore for today is to do dishes. And Damien says, Mom, I thought my only chore here is to love you.
They know what to
They
say
know
in
how
the
to
right
manipulate
moment.
you.
Oh yeah, they pull the strings very
Yeah.
nice.
And I'm like, oh, maybe I should do dishes, right?
For example, your kids do. What do your kids do for
Well,
church?
thanks to her, now they're working. So yeah, they do the dishes. They take care of their rooms, their bathrooms. They help anything outside. They cut the grass. They cut the wood when it's wood season. They clean the snow. Of course, I get a lot of complaints, but they do it. They do
Do you
it.
guys
That's the
ever
thing,
pay them?
they
Do you guys
also-
ever pay
Oh, no,
them?
no.
No, I
Oh,
don't
no.
believe in that.
Actually, in
okay.
Florida, we used to live in Florida. My husband used to pay them for mowing the lawn, but they were 8 and 10. Now that they are young, older, no, we don't
Right.
pay
No,
them.
because we keep them rice. We feed them. They
No,
live
no,
at
exactly.
home. Why we should
just
pay?
wonder.
Exact-
Well, sometimes
well,
when
my
you mow the
husband-
lawn, you need to hire somebody and you pay them, right?
Yeah, yeah,
That
that's
was
what
my
we used to
thinking.
do.
So if you pay like $10, that's much cheaper, and you have your job done. I don't
Yeah,
know
no,
if it's worth
we
it.
used
Like
to pay
teaching
them.
them how to make money so they can save.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to approach
I used to
that.
pay them even for washing my car. So yeah, no,
Really?
you're right. Yeah, because they were little. So I don't know. I don't know why, but I used to pay them.
My husband agrees to you, probably you too, but I don't.
Okay.
No, I agree with you as well. Like you provide food, you provide
Exactly.
house, so
I
why
know.
would you pay them, right?
Yeah,
But on the other
it's-
hand, it teaches them how to make money
Yes,
and save money
save it.
because my kids are 8 and 12. They cannot go to work. It's too early.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the only way they can save a little bit of money. Not I don't want to just give them money. They need to
Work
Sell
for it.
lemonade.
Work for it.
Lemonade is 10.
My kids
Right, but
used
it's
to do
like
that
once
too.
a year in our climate.
It's no, it's no.
Yeah.
Ice,
Sell it.
ice with lemon.
Oh my goodness.
Snowman.
Yeah, it's very different here. So I don't even have neighbors. Who are they going to sell the lemonade to? So we just have to improvise
Right, you need to
that.
find like the,
Yeah,
like a
and with
sweet
responsibilities also came the responsibility for them. Both of mine are working. Yours is working too in the same place sometimes.
really?
And mine has his driver license. That was part of his chore. He was not interested. He is a boy that I have everything at home. I have a mom that will drive me. He doesn't need extras. So he was like, why do I need a driver license? And my husband told him, that's part of growing up. You have to get your driver license, and he did.
Especially here, like,
good.
you
Yeah.
you cannot afford not to have a car. How old do you need to be? Name, and that bothers me that it's so
Do you think
early.
it's too young?
I think it's too young. I don't
16
think the
here.
kids are mature enough to you know
Drive
to
around
drive
without
around,
focusing.
exactly, and sometimes they get distracted,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I don't think they're mature enough to know that distraction is so bad because now with the tablets and everything, phones, they get distracted with texting so easily that I
That's
just
the
don't
other
really
thing.
trust
Or
them.
the
They're still
music,
young.
or I don't like this playlist, so keep changing while they are driving.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
That bothers me a little bit, and that's a huge cultural shock to me. That age, I think.
But here in this country, they need.
No, I
that.
understand.
Yeah,
I
they
completely
need-
Yeah.
understand.
But it's too young. I agree with
mentally,
too
I
young,
think they're
probably.
a little bit too
I
young.
feel I kind of agree to it too because my oldest one is going to college. I'm not pushing him to have his driver license.
Some kids are more mature than
Yeah.
others. We push my boy to do it because my husband did it. For me, it would be like, you don't want to get your license? It's fine, my boy.
Right.
But he wanted, and the first time, he hasn't had his license for long. Mother's Day was the first time that they took the car, the two of them. My husband told them, go for a ride. I was like, it's supposed to be my day, and now you're giving me a heart attack. I told my husband. He was like, you have to let them grow. So they went on their own, and I just yelled at him from the door, your cell phone goes on the glove compartment,
Yes.
because the guy at the DMV told us, if they stop you, the first thing they're going to do is look for your cell phone. When did you use it the last time? They don't want you to put the GPS, music, nothing. So my daughter said, I got you. I will put mine, and that will be the music.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, so it worked like you have to tell them, put your phone away.
Yeah, it hurts when kids are growing and they have to take on all of these responsibilities.
Yeah,
My
and the
son-
freedom.
Yeah, my son is leaving
Yes.
the college now, and it hurts. He's gonna be there five
living
months
there.
because a job, internship. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm here
It's
freaking
exciting
out.
too.
It is
Yeah.
exciting.
But it's
I still have a
bittersweet.
kid that he's 8. He still wants to marry me.
Yeah, but time passed by fast.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that.
Cherishing
Mine
so
wanted
much.
to marry me too at that age. Now they just want to divorce me.
Exactly.
Leave me
They don't
alone,
even
mom.
call you. They
Bro.
don't call you, visit you. Yeah, that
Yeah.
happens. Because I'm kind of good fan of sleeping overs. That's what I
That's a
heard.
big one.
Yeah, so for example, they barely have a sleepover. Maybe my youngest one, that is 9 years old, she usually goes with her aunt.
That's
But
good.
other than that, I don't. Or
You don't do
no
sleepovers?
sleepover.
Do you do it in Poland?
We didn't used to. I don't
Okay,
know how
neither.
it is right now.
Yeah, things have changed.
We do have sleepovers sometimes in our house, and I don't mind. I love
But in your
kids.
house,
In my
right?
house.
That's what I
Yeah.
said.
Yes,
That's the
in
thing.
my house.
Let them
Everyone
come.
came to
Let
my
them come.
house.
Yes.
That would be better.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know how to think about it, but we don't get that many invitations for sleepovers anyway, so I don't really worry that much about it. But kids
Better.
love
It's
it.
better.
They do
They
love
love
it.
it.
Because here in America, sleepover is a big thing, right?
Yeah,
It is a
yeah,
big
it
thing.
is. My daughter gets a lot of invitations because she's very sociable. My boy, he couldn't care less. He doesn't want to sleep in another place. But my daughter has received a lot of no's because who is this girl? I never heard about her.
Right.
You have to introduce me, tell me who is she. I don't know the parents, so I have to meet the parents first. And even then, I don't know what they do at home. So
Yeah, you need to really trust the family.
Yeah,
and
You
know
have
the
to pull
family.
out the big
Yeah.
list and
Yeah.
then you run out all the questions, right?
yeah, and I used to pick her up at 9 o'clock from sleepovers, and her friends were going to stay, and
Right.
she was kind of sad. I told her, Mama, you are my most precious thing. If something happens to you, what's going to be of me? No, there is no way you're sleeping in other people's houses.
Yeah, even my boy there, he is 14. I don't let him- no, maybe once a year, if that.
Yeah.
Even now that I'm saying my older one is in college, every night is like, hopefully he's okay, hopefully he's making good decisions. It is just
Pray.
hard. Yeah.
Pray over them. How about birthdays, birthday parties? Oh, you have something to say about birthdays in Poland. That's
In Poland,
different.
we didn't used to celebrate birthdays because we used to have name days. I mean, we still have name days, but name day was a big day and we celebrated names. We didn't celebrate birthdays. So now it changed. Now they celebrate birthdays and it's probably a big party and like a wedding party, mini wedding party. That's what I don't like about sometimes the birthday parties are like literally mini wedding parties. And that bothers me because why?
Too much.
Too much.
Too much.
Everybody's trying to do better than the previous one that they went, and
It's
that's
losing
ridiculous.
the meaning.
Right,
of
exactly.
celebrating,
Just celebrate,
right?
have a little
Yeah.
something
Life,
meaningful.
right?
But on the other hand, in Latin America, it's a party for the parents.
It's the
right.
There is a
excuse to
lot
get
of food.
together for
Yes.
eat.
Even some drinks, for the grown-ups. Here is different.
It is different.
No, but based
give
on
and take.
where we are in America, American culture is something, they give you a specific time, you have to be there.
Yes.
And you have to leave a certain
hours.
time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Exactly.
hours.
usually.
And I don't think the parents expect you to stay.
That's hard, right? When they're
Yes.
little, because you wanna be there.
Yes.
But they don't expect the parents to stay. Some of them are open to let
Yes,
you come
yes.
in, but some of them just come to the door and say, "Hey, nice to meet you. Come back at 7." And you say,
Exactly.
"Okay."
But for example, Hispanic cultures, our culture,
Yeah.
our friends invite us to their kids' birthday party, they expect we are going to stay longer, and they only give you the starting day time,
Yeah.
and you can
Yes.
stay as long as you want.
I
It's
think
something
it's
that I
the
usually
same
do.
way in Poland.
Here
They
we
would
do
just
it.
the same was. I'm sorry, that's a little bit like diverse, but for the wedding, my wedding in the United States, in Poland we have wedding. It starts at 2 o'clock and it lasts till next day.
Yes.
Here
Oh,
at
wow.
11 o'clock at night, the band left my wedding, and I'm like, what the heck is going on?
You were lucky. 11 is pushing it here.
Yes.
You kidding?
Yeah, well, I
I
didn't
was
have a
so
wedding
disappointed.
here.
I was so disappointed. Like, how could you possibly be here and leave at 11 o'clock? So the same as with birthday parties, like 2 hours,
2 hours,
and it's
that's
done.
it.
And another thing that's when we talk about that, it's too much. Like to me, what is a huge cultural shock is Christmas gifts for kids. That is
Out of control here,
That-
right? Out of control.
out
Yeah.
of limits.
Not only Christmas, every occasion
And
possible to buy
yes,
presents.
some people fall into that. I'm guilty of that. For Christmas, we don't celebrate like here. They will celebrate St. Patrick's Day, a present. Oh, I don't know.
Easter present.
Memorial
The
Day,
basket,
Easter, yeah.
present. We
Easter.
don't
So
give
that
them-
we didn't do, but the Christmas start getting over. It was too much for us. I started doing a present per age. So my daughter was 13 at one point, and the other one was 15, and 15 presents, 13 presents. Then we cut it. They say, no, it's too much. What are we raising?
Start losing the meaning
Yes.
of each.
Exactly, there's no
Yeah.
meaning of
Special
Christmas because
occasion, yeah.
kids are not waiting for Jesus'
Exactly.
birth; they're waiting
Yeah.
for presents.
Because
just
they want
just
a
to give us like a little bit of grace. I think it's because we're trying to overcompensate the things that they don't have, the family, the cousins to play with. We used to play with our cousins over Christmas with all our two toys that we got. Here it's just them.
And that's something heavy on me too.
Yeah.
Thinking
Yeah.
that my kids are missing the chances that I had it when I
Yes.
was a kid, growing up around always about with family, with cousins. It
Lots
was
of cousins.
beautiful.
My kids have 0 cousins.
Same
Zero.
family.
And
They have my kids have two cousins, but they are
They have-
adults
well, that's
and they live in another state. She's
Yeah,
lucky.
my youngest one, she's the lucky one because there's two cousins that are almost somewhere there. They spend a lot of time together.
No.
They have
that
the
is awesome.
sisters.
That,
Yeah,
that is
that's
very lucky. I
beautiful.
can tell you that. I feel
I'm
bad for them
thankful for it. Yeah.
because when I was a kid, we used to spend so much time with cousins, playing, running
Yeah.
around, playing soccer, this, that, and it was just easy because it was like you call your sister and okay, we're coming, we're coming.
Exact.
We didn't need an invitation.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Just shut up at the door. I'm
Just shut up, I'm here.
Is dinner ready?
Exactly.
And you push them out of the door, right? Go play
Yeah.
outside.
Yes.
Not like go to your room. Tell me, honey,
Yes.
when you are done with your video games. No.
No.
Out of the door. Go play outside.
Or call hi, or text like can he have a play date from
You have to-
5 to 7?
Can I feed little Tommy cookies or they have to go gluten-free cookies?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
different. It's very
We
different.
have to
Tell us.
adjust.
Yes.
When we talk about kids, there is so many.
Oh my
so
goodness.
many
We have to do
topics.
another of this
Exactly.
one.
So this
Yes.
is the beginning about this. We'll continue probably.
Yes.
Yes.
So let us know if there is anything that shocked you. If you are living here in the USA or another country that is not your country, what shocks you the most?
Leave a comment.
Yes.
Even your parenting style.
Yeah.
How do you adjust it to this community or to this country, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you for being here.
Thank
As
you.
always, have a
Bye-bye.
good day.
Talk to you. Mwah.
Buen día.
Cuídense.
Chao.
Besos. Chao.